Hello, dear viewer or viewers. Um, I just wanted to make another video update. Um, I mean, technically, you could probably call this part 3 of my life vlogs because as you've seen, I put a couple of them up. They're close to an hour in length. Fairly long videos. Um, one describing my years of working in manufacturing and stuff, and just my general work experience and stuff, and then the other describing a near-death experience I had working at one of these places. And I didn't want to like I didn't want to say any, like, make it seem negative working in manufacturing, because it's not. Like, it can be a rewarding experience, and uh, you know, there's room for improvement or room to grow in a company, and be able to, especially if it's one that you like and the people like you, and you can go pretty far. But no, my video was just going through the things that I went personally. Some good, some bad. But it's just part of my life, Those 2 hours that I recorded those videos, everything that I went through happened. Like, it was a true story. Like, there's no, like, I wasn't lying one bit in any of those videos. And the second one, a lot of real emotions came out. No, I just wanted to come back and wanted to make this video because I wanted to talk about getting my prosthetics. This is well after my accident. This is in the year 2022, I believe. So it's been a couple years ago, but so I got my, well, first I want to bring up that before I got my prosthetics, I was set up with, because I was still working with this place called Optimus, which I still go to today to, keep up, repairs on my prosthetics and stuff. But they were the ones that kind of pulled some strings to get the initial getting my prosthetics going. But I ended up going to this place called Osir, and I just want to say that Osir is just a wonderful company, and if I might try and put a link to the place, just in case if there's any, like, amputees watching this, and I'll also put a link in Optimus Prosthetics as well. But both these companies are just wonderful companies, and especially Osir they're just amazing people, full of amazing people. So we got called by, Optimus first. My physical therapist, or my therapist person through Optimus, kind of set me up with interviews with Osir at the time, and this, I think, was in June of 2022. So got the initial call and they set us up to come out. So this was in Columbus, I believe, but it was a good, like, 2-hour drive from where my parents lived at the time. So, but I was able to bring somebody with me, so I brought my mom with me. Shout out to Teresa Hancock, love mom, always will, my whole family. But anyways, so we drove to, well, I drove my car at the time, drove all the way from Middletown all the way to Columbus, which is close to a 2-hour drive, especially where we were going, because it was in a northwestern part. It's kind of like a neighborhood in the northwestern suburban area of Columbus called Dublin. But if I can, I'll try to like put pictures up too of this place because it's just amazing. Um, but yeah, I remember talking to somebody and they were saying that I think it may have been my therapist from Optimus, maybe, or maybe it was somebody who worked with Oster. It was probably somebody who worked with Oster, but because the Oster building's right in this little area. Uh, but basically, it was like a built up, and they're still building it now. But I guess they started construction in 2016, and like just in that amount of time, like it was already like this bustling like place metropolis of like a bunch of different restaurants that we went to. Like there's like this arcade, but I'll say more about it. It's really cool. So Oster is the company we seen that actually made my prosthetics. We went to the Oster building, which was right smack dab in this little like place we were in. I don't even know how to describe it, but it's kind of like a district where you would go, where you could do things. Ohio has a lot of these places. Bridgewater's another one near Hamilton. That's like a bunch of shopping districts, a bunch of like places like that you can go to for entertainment and stuff like that. It's like a district or center. They're really cool. And this one was one of the coolest because it's one of the biggest I've ever been to. And the Oster building was just because they were nice enough to book us a hotel, a really nice hotel that was right in the town, right in smack dab. We could walk to Oster if we wanted to, but we mainly drove. Most of the appointments were usually during the morning, anyways. But it was only like 2-3 minute drive from where we were, and the hotel was like really nice. It was like a Marriott hotel. But we stayed there for I think over a week. We were there for a bit, and we went to the Oster building, and they said it. Got the paperwork set up and everything, and the people were just really nice and very like friendly and personable, and I'll just never forget them. Especially a couple of people there. I know. Just everybody. Like if nothing. Can't really say anything negative about anybody. Really, just nothing but positivity. And I remember going through, because first they were in the process of building the prosthetics first, in the first like few days, and so they let Mom and I, and there was somebody else there too that had an amputation similar to mine. I don't know if it was her right hand or her left hand, but she had her thumb missing too. I won't say names just to protect their identity, but their family came there too with their therapist. Their therapist, prosthetic therapist, and so it was cool because they let us come out and see the process of them putting the prosthetics together. And you could show them like putting the original, like the casing together, and like making the silicone part that would fit our hands. And I remember they had the silicone. They like form fitted it. Actually, before this, I went to Optimus and they had me cast. They made cast of both my hands actually. Both my hands and arms. I think because they wanted to get the dimensions of my right hand so that they could mirror it for the dimensions of my left, which I thought was fascinating. Um, and so I think that's what helped them shape my prosthetic initially, or try to get the plans to shape it. But anyways, so while we were there, no sir, they made, the initial like um, silicone. Uh, you can kind of see here. There's like a silicone piece here, and then they made the casing here, and just kind of put in the computer part. You can see there's like the battery ran by a couple batteries, and there's like a little computer in here, and there's like a little sensors here. And I remember they were very trying to tweak the sensors to a point where, and it took I think it took the longest out of the process, as they were trying to make them adjust the sensitivity of these sensors, and also put them in the positions that needed to be in on my residual muscles in my hand at the time, because my muscles is what controls the movement of the prosthetic. But it was just fascinating. The entire time we were there, we were able to see this process from beginning to end. And, just, they let us come in at any time just to see the process. And they even let us, participate a bit and just kind of help out with, like, small, like, adjustments and stuff like that. Which I thought was really cool. They're very hands-on there. And the place was just very nice. They had like a bunch of games and stuff in there. They had like arcade games, and then they had like this really cool table that I kept playing with. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a big long table. If anybody comments what this thing is, I'd really appreciate it. But it's like a big long table, and I think it's some kind of like slick, kind of like air hockey or something, kind of like a slick surface. But they have like sand that they put down. It's like a layer of sand, and there's like 2 or 3 like red and black like pieces that look like checkered pieces, but they weren't. Like they were really thick, almost like that thick and like that big, and they had like a metal ring around them. And I don't know what was on the bottom, but maybe that's what helped them glide across the sand. But they were really cool. And I remember I was playing around with those a lot. I think that had lines on it too, so like you had to like move them in a way to where they would stop in the middle of the board, but not too far to where they'd fall off. I think you had to move them, like the farther on the board you got them, the more points you get. But so like the last bar would be like the most, but like right behind that is like a trench full of sand. And if you go off that, like you're out of points. Like it just falls off the table. But yeah, it's just a really neat game. I remember playing that a lot while I was there. And but there were many activities outside of just the OSER building. I remember that the shopping centers we went to, there's a place called Regal that was a really nice like restaurant, and they like made like little bowls, like Chipotle, but yeah, they were very like health conscious, like a lot of like fresh made ingredients and stuff like that, and like rice and stuff like that, and vegetables. And Mom and I liked that restaurant a lot. And there was also another restaurant that made like ramen, a bunch of like ramen dishes, very authentic ramen dishes. And there was like one of my favorite restaurants, one of my favorite memories while I was there was going to this restaurant called the Pearl, and I remember it vividly because there's this bridge that goes across this big river, because it's right by the center we were at, and there's like you could just walk like it's just a footbridge, but it's really neat looking, and they lit it up at night, and there's like these little waterfalls that were lit up. But we walked across this bridge, and the Pearl was right on the other side of this bridge, right on the other side of the river, and it was just really neat looking building. It was like really old like stonework and stuff. It was just a really neat restaurant. But we stopped there to eat one day, and I think it's like mid-afternoon, late in the evening. I don't think we went to the other end because there was also like a historic like little stretch that we went to too. That was on the other side of the bridge. They had like a bunch of like old art buildings and places like that. And I don't think we went that day. I think we went the day after because we went to a park too. We've done a lot of stuff. But so we stopped at this restaurant, and I got I want to say like a Alaskan cod dish that was really good. It had like a bunch of spices and stuff on it. And ordered I can't remember what drink I ordered, but it was an alcoholic beverage. I had like a couple of them when I got a little tipsy, but it's just a great time. We had a blast. I think Mom ordered like this. It was like a crab. It's funny because she ordered it on the menu, but it's like a colossal crab. It made it sound like it's this big, extravagant dish. But when they brought it to us, all she got was this little, it was about like this big. It's like a little jar or a little like bowl, and like a bunch of little like shredded up crab in it. And I remember she was trying to eat it, and she ended up chewing on some bones, and I felt bad for her. But we still had a great time. Like it was fun. I remember that day I think we walked around a lot too, around the river and stuff, and just kind of visited some of the stores and stuff. And there's also this. I got a couple minutes here. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to start another segment here. So just wait these 2 minutes. Okay, so another day we went to I think it was it's like an arcade that we went to, but it was really neat because it was a great big open building with like all these old school arcade games, and you could just play free. Like it's just free to play them. Like anybody could just walk in there and play these things, which I thought was just crazy. So like we played like a bunch of different like old school arcade games, and played like Atari, Galaga, played like the old Pac-Man games, and you could order drinks there while you were there too. So we were just drinking, we were playing these games and stuff, and you could play PlayStation games. They had like these systems set up with TVs, and you could sit down and you could play like 2-player like old school like console games together. And they had like these big fancy chairs set up, and they had like an Xbox, they had like a PlayStation, they had like the old school Nintendo and Atari, and it's just really cool. And so, but they also had like a hot dog place right next door, and that's where we got our food for the day. But we got like you could get like chili dogs, and it was like you could put like a bunch of different stuff on it, which was really cool. And so we got ourselves some chili dogs. I can't remember what I ordered. It's been a while, but I think we went there, and I don't know the exact chronological order of where we went and stuff, but I do know that these were the places that we went, and we went to like this little metro park that was really cool. It was very pretty and scenic for where it was at, because when you leave the park, you'd be right into like a suburban like area, just crawling with people, and like you go to this little park, but it'd be a little secluded, pretty little secluded park. It's just a very nice area. Everything was just very almost like out of a movie. It was weird. Like it's almost like we were living in a movie at the time. And so anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. I don't want to make it an hour long like the other ones. I just wanted to say my time, you know, kind of explain my time there and say just how wonderful it was and show off the prosthetic a little bit. But so they made me 2 prosthetics. So I have this one, and it's controlled by my muscle movements. So I can open and close it. But I can also do like motions. So I don't know if I can show this right, but so I can also do motions. And you'll see like a, hang on. I don't know if I can do this or not. There we go. But like, so I can hold like a muscle signal doing this, and I can do different gestures, and so I've got like different directions. Like I move in a certain direction and it will choose that, because I have an app on my phone that has different like gestures and stuff that I can control. But I can do it even without using the app. But anyways, so I have this one which is called the Myo Electric. And then I have one that is not electric, but it's more mechanical. And I don't have it with me right now, unfortunately. I'm having it worked on. But yeah, it's one that it kind of similar to this. Looks kind of similar to this, but has little fingers that, you know, I push down on the fingers and they lock into place. It's like grip lock technology. It just kind of, you know, it's for heavier duty stuff. But yeah, I have that one, and then there's one that's for looks. It kind of freaks me out a bit, so I haven't worn it very often. But yeah, it's kind of like for looks and stuff. I could probably show that one. I'll be right back. I'm not gonna put it on, but maybe I'll do it in a future video or something. But so this is my lifelike looking hand. It doesn't really do anything. It's just for cosmetic. I don't know if I can show, but it's just very freakishly realistic, and it's just amazing how real they made this look. I mean, you can even see, like, it's freaking creepy, like, real. But, like, they even has fingernails, which freak me out. That still freaks me out. Maybe it's because I haven't worn it very often, but, so I have that for looks and stuff. In case I go into, like, anywhere where, you know, I don't particularly feel comfortable showing my nubby hand. But anyways, so those are my prosthetics. If I can think about in a future video, like, show my other one, my mechanical one. It sucks I wasn't able to do it in this video, because this video is about my prosthetics. I wanted to show them off a bit and show how they work and stuff. But yeah, there's not really much more to this video I wanted to add. Like I said, at the end of this video I'll probably show like, or during the video, I'll probably show like pictures of like the place we went, you know, like Dublin, and provide the links for OSER and Optimus for anybody who's an amputee, a fellow amputee. But yeah, like I said in my last couple of videos, if you're an amputee, even if you're just a leg amputee, or an arm amputee, just reach out to me. Like, I will respond to you. Like, I'll respond to anybody, but especially somebody who's an amputee. Like, especially if you have questions or if you just want to reach out to me, because I know what it's like to. I know what it's like to feel like you're lost in the world after losing a part of yourself. Like, I really do. And I don't want to get all emotional in this video, but yeah, I know what you're going through. Like, it's not just a mental change. It's a physical change. Like, something that changes you in ways you can't begin to comprehend. Anyways, on a lighter note, because I want to keep this video on a light note, just be a happier vibe going on here. Anyways, like I said, if you have any questions, put them in the comment section. You can even email me if that's too out there. Like, I know that putting comments on YouTube, it's very like, it's not anonymous. Everybody can see that. So I will provide my email, K as in kite, KODE 91586 @gmail.com. And that's my personal email. But just for anybody who's an amputee and really wants to reach out to me, I'll even provide it in the link below, my personal email, and you can reach out to me on there. That way you don't have to feel like your comments in plain view. But anyways, like I said, there's not really much more to this video. I'll probably add the pictures and stuff like I said, and put the links and stuff, and if I can find the videos of me working with my prosthetics for the first time, I'll try and see if I can dig those up. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I might go ahead and next video I might, because I'm going to make a backlog of videos. I have a I'm going to make a few videos and then just kind of upload them when I have a chance. Because right now I'm just kind of recording them. So I don't know when this one's going to be uploaded. I might do this one first, upload this one, and then upload the other two. But, yeah, I kind of like these videos. They're just kind of relaxing and, you know, just me kind of rambling on about my life and stuff, and kind of like vlog style long form videos. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. So if you have any questions, just comment, and I will see you in the next video. You have a great one.
Super exciting to start vlogs. Apologies, but we can have kind of variations of this as well. You don't have to create a specific number or word or anything like that. All I want you to do, Cody, is from left to right, just kind of start building a little stack right here. And however you want to angle your wrist, I just want you to try to grab these kind of between these or even these. See what that feels like. And then you can put your thumb up against that too, if you'd like, or you don't have to. It's whatever works for you. There you go.
Look at that.
Nice. How's that feel? That's good control too.
Oh, I dropped it.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's hard to judge if my thumb's actually touching it.
That makes that even more impressive. The fact that you got that there. You know what? Actually, what a better idea is just deposit these in this bowl for me to start. I just want the overall kind of control and movement and relaxation to happen. So same thing you just did. Don't worry about trying to stack them level on top of each other. But when you pick them up, I just want you putting them in here,
Okay.
one by one. So regardless of what you're holding, it's just the closed motion, and then once you get it where you want, it's the relaxation. Like so. Beautiful. Uh-huh. And then it's the open.
Yeah,
Good.
I was getting, I don't know why, though.
That's okay.
Two
It's
signals.
what you're doing, because actually I think you're moving your thumb and trying to separate these from each other at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not easy. So
Yeah.
good work.
For your thumb, is it just like a feeling of like nothing, or does it actually feel like pins and needles, like numbness?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Right.
No. Yeah, I can't feel the
Well then, even more impressive.
Dr. W did say that some of that still could come back.
How long ago? I haven't asked that yet. About a year and a half, something like that, or?
Yeah, when was it? Cody?
Yeah, it was in January of 2020,
Okay.
right before, the bottom fell out of everything.
Yeah. It's so hard to believe it's that long ago.
Yeah.
Man.
And I think I met Cody about a year ago, probably it was.
Yeah, I think it's when I go to, right.
Because you had a
Nice
lot of
work.
revisions and stuff after
Yeah.
to try to like
Sure.
reconstruct and
Hmm.
move things around.
Way to go, man.
I think he did get. He got
Good. What's happening sometimes too is with a looser first socket. Great job, by the way. Thanks for. I know it's a little obscure. Thanks for kind of working with that. Functionally speaking, looks pretty good right now, for sure. A little loose here, so all the way closed for me. There you go. Now I'm going to situate this under your thumb. So if you could lift your thumb up a little bit. There you go. And then just want you to try to keep it. Okay. That's okay. What can sometimes happen is, I know I do this. When I pinch, I just do this in my wrist.
Yeah.
And sometimes this movement, that's where that open electrode
Okay.
is. So let's try it one more time and just bring it down here. There you go. I'll give you a better angle. Okay. Good. I love that ratcheting sound. That means that you got a little extra pounds of pressure, and that's what we want. So one more time. Yep. Pinch down for me. Good. Okay, you kept that. You kept some of that for yourself. We at least want someone to be able to do that. Good. Yeah, same routine that you just did. Uh-huh. Excellent. Boom.
Nice.
Good job. Put them in their home.
Nice.
Yes, good job. Boom. Question. If you could just kind of, and you can use your right hand on the lip of each cup just to kind of separate them out. Put them on the table upside down.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. What I should clarify. With these last guys, it's sometimes hard to just separate this with the left hand. So if you need to kind of separate the lip a little bit with the right, go for it. But I want you to try just kind of coming over top and doing that routine right there for me.
Okay.
That's where you can use your
Yeah.
hand.
Great job. Little pyramid, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I tried.
No, it's a good idea. That's it. Angle, and then bringing things in line. You know what might help is you could just bring your thumb against it
Yeah.
and stabilize that way, and then kind of close the index to it. And we'll just see where it meets up to, because granted, this is not necessarily an everyday task, like specifically. That's
Oh,
good,
you
man.
got it.
That's great. It's not easy, especially tabletop.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have a lot of runway here,
Yeah.
not a lot of height, and as long as it's not super awkward for you, great. So if you just drop that in there for me, love it. Same idea with these two, just to kind of get that system down. That's it.
There you go.
Nice work. Just for kicks, throw that in there. Or drop, I should say. You can throw if you want, I guess. That's it. Boom. And while you're at it, just for good measure, these two, if you please. Good adjustment. Yeah, it went the other way.
Yeah.
But you relaxed and then you just went pinky diagonal. Good work.
You might have to come in at a weird angle to do it. but-
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
There
Okay,
you go.
that's it. It's a good test for the epoxy.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Oh,
Got
Nice
it.
work.
that.
That's not the easiest door either.
Yeah,
So
I didn't want to
nice job.
break it. So.
No. Yes, I agree. I think that's your ticket right there. Huh? Yes, man. Dude, that's not easy. Great job.
Yeah.
Great job. Good
I'm not
control
hungry
too.
right now, but
Oh yeah, it's too easy.
Nice.
But, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good work. So this right here, probably two-handed task. Thinking about whether you'd want to hold this or open this with the prosthesis. There's no right answer, it's just whatever's comfortable for you. Yeah, that might work. I like what you're thinking though.
Yeah.
In fact, let's see what this looks like. Close for me. You might be able to create a little nook here.
Oh, yeah.
And I will say in your final version, this is all filled out. So it's probably more of a
Yeah.
platform.
Yeah.
Try closing again for me. You could just place it in there
Yeah.
and then come at the side of it possibly. There it is. Beautiful.
Actually,
Ah,
Yeah, there you
going
go.
for the gold.
yeah.
Yeah, relax for me. Good, good, relax. And then just turn it.
I keep wanting to. I don't know why. I keep wanting to use my thumb, so I do that. I just forget it for some reason.
Hey, that's okay. Whatever you were thinking about there was. Yeah, so thinking about what the top hand is, the bottom hand, what makes sense. One-handed, man. It's you showing off. Good relaxation too.
Yeah.
Only thing I'm seeing is close, but again, that doesn't hurt anything. That's
Right.
Double duty. Good work. All right, so same idea, just a slightly different style. Yeah, I think generally as the top hand, it's going to be easier with stuff. So either that or try a more overhand, kind of overhand, like yup,
Oh, yeah.
and then kind of just like pushing on down.
Yeah.
Down the
Yeah.
line.
This works better.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's it.
You don't have to sweep the whole floor. I appreciate it.
More in the back where the plaster room is.
Yeah, right. Nice work. Good control still, too. Yep. No, so you can manipulate the zipper with this or with this hand, but it's most likely a two-handed task. Like one hand holding the bag for stabilization and the other one working the zipper. I like that sound. It's a pretty heavy duty zipper too, so
Yeah.
if you're able to do that, then you're able to do most zippers, I would think. Try it the other way. Try holding the bag, or like the seam here, and then zipping with the right. Does that make sense? works too. And then, now that you got the handle, it's a decent amount of weight. I know we said we'd do more of this later this week. I just want to see what this feels like for you right now. So I'm gonna unload this a little bit. So right now, how does that feel?
So I can see.
And then you know what? I think you'll even have maybe a little bit more clearance in your palm too, because that's like not laying as flat as we could.
Yeah.
So you probably will have an even easier time when it's said and done. There you
There
you
I just
go.
think it's a little bit larger.
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, and I think that's just hitting there.
I can kind of grab it.
Let me trade you. Might be better with the grippiness of that. This guy's not touching that. Oops. It's okay? Weird angle or is it okay?
Should be okay.
Hmm?
Should be okay.
You can write the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. It uses every letter of the alphabet. You ever heard that one? The quick brown fox? No?
I may have in grade school.
Oh, yeah. Somebody taught me that here. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yep. Nice. Close. Nice. Sweet. Open. Close. Good. And when they're fully closed, you can pinch the side there. Yep. Okay. Stay relaxed. Let's move around in space. So up in the air, don't make any signals. Great. Out to the
really?
Yeah.
They're the best dogs.
You getting a video?
Ever.
Yeah. Oh, let's see.
Oh my gosh.
Marley.
Is that her name, Miley?
Marley.
Marley.
Yeah, Marley, and
Oh,
then this
like-
is Harley.
Marley and Harley.
Bad stuff.
Good job. Good job.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Awkward.
I know, but I know.